Hello!
Siema.
We are back. It's a bit echoey in here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Come down to that level. It's season 2, episode 7.
We just can't believe it's already been 7
I was
episodes.
a little bit shocked at that on season 2, yeah.
I just had a moment of like, oh my god!
Hey, and we're coming up to our year anniversary as well. Since we
Yes.
launched the podcast.
Yes, we started in September.
Yeah, September 2022, which was about 10 years ago. It was crazy.
2021.
That's what I said.
2022 is now.
I'm way in the future. So what are we talking about today?
So today we decided to talk about the difference between 3D reality and 5D reality. Cool. And how we move between those two realities every single day.
Yeah.
And what is the difference? Yeah, I think this is the most important thing, because people might be asking,
what the hell is 5D for one?
Exactly. Why 3? What is 3D reality? So I thought that it's a good topic to talk about, just to bring a little bit of clarity into it, because obviously I've been pondering about it, just for years now, and obviously I've got my view, how I look at it, which helps me to navigate, through my life and not to judge when I'm in 3D and when I'm in 5D.
Yeah. And
also helps me, this knowledge and study of the subject itself allows me to move back into 5D where I prefer to be, if you know what I mean, or when I want to be. And by studying the subject, I've learned tools that allows me to raise my energy, my vibration, and move to 5D reality much faster. So we're talking a little bit riddle here. That's the reason.
I was just going to say, we're talking in riddles.
Yes,
riddle me this.
But that's the reason for this episode, just to bring the clarity to the topic, so it doesn't sound like a riddle anymore. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question first, okay?
Well, before you do, I'm just going to say, don't ask me a question. Hello, Mama. No, so I think wherever you are on your journey in spiritual or wherever it is, I don't really think I'd heard of 5D until, remember we did that course last year with Karen Teague?
Yeah.
Check out her interview we did. That was season 1, Little Bird. And I think that's the first time I heard about it. And I guess over time I've naturally been progressing to 5D, but within 3D and whatever, however you want to put it. That really opened up something. Open up these new doors. And remember we did we did some meditation, we did some visualization. So wherever you are, I'll just go and check it out. Really, is what I wanted to say. Don't worry about it. So if this doesn't make it's what they're on about, if you're at that stage, thumbs up, because I'm not far off it.
Okay, so what I would like, I don't know if I do get you, but I know what I want to say. About 3D and 5D.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get straight to the point. What is a 3D reality? Okay, so it's we need to bring the clarity to the subject. From where I stand, from what I've learned, what I know, 3D reality is the very physical, the most known to us reality. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say it's like this. I will believe it when I see it. This is the kind of perfect description of how we operate in 3D reality. We make things happen, okay?
Yeah.
Everything is happening as a result of our hard work.
Yeah.
And it's by our labor. Okay?
Yeah.
So you just really put, just hard work into it to achieve whatever it is. 5D reality, on the other hand, is something that includes presence of spirit, or our awareness of the presence of the spirit, because in the 3D reality there is a spirit as well, which we are not aware of. Yeah. And we don't tap into this power, right? Whereas in 5D reality, we are tapping into this different dimension, which is not visible, that allows us to create, from our mind.
In other terms, we'd be talking more like the law of attraction, manifestation.
Yes, so this is
it's stuff
exactly,
we've done, we've heard of, right?
That was the reason I thought it was going to be a good topic, just to talk about.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the presence of the spirit, awareness of the spirit, this is an additional tool that helps us to operate and create in this world. And it's not like I would. The concept is completely different, to 3D. In 5D is like, I will. What did I say about 3D? I will believe it when I see it.
Mm-hmm. So
And
5D
with
is it
5D
believe it when you feel it?
no, it's
Mm.
like I believe it, therefore I see it
See it and feel it.
as well.
Yeah.
But the
Well,
thing
that's what
is
say, I
you
think,
believe
yeah.
in something, and that
What's going on,
makes
Chris?
things happen. That
Yeah.
makes things become reality. And this is where we talk about affirmations. Where we're
Yeah.
talking about changing our mindset. This is where all of those things start to take shape and help us to change our reality. So in 3D, it's hard to do it. I mean, with the mindset, some of the
No,
things
you
will
definitely,
work.
it can be done, right? You might be
Yeah.
tapping into things you don't realize. And if I think of my own examples, then probably I was tapping into 5D, but not knowing or manifesting without. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
But then I think when you're a bit more conscious of what you're doing, then the
Then you're
results.
creating on purpose.
Yeah, exactly right.
The results are much better.
Yeah, and you notice results as well. We talked about this with manifestations.
Yes.
Well, I guess a bit more of the theme of what we've been talking about on season 2.
Yeah.
Is taking it to the, raising our vibration to that other level.
And that's 5D.
That's 5D.
And that really, really is something what I think many of us is. It's our goal, right? Because we know there is something more out there.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to label it. Sometimes it's hard to,
yeah.
put the name on it.
Yeah.
But we do know that there is something more, right? And
if you're watching this, you probably do, because why would you be watching it?
Exactly.
Something's caught your curiosity.
So the question is, for those who are, for example, aware of 5D reality and they have idea of what it is, I'm gonna ask you this question because I'm curious. Okay, because 3D reality and 5D reality, how do you navigate between them two?
That's a really good question, especially at the moment. So I go in and out, and what helps though is having some people around me to keep me accountable for stuff. And I usually just had a staff meeting with my team, and I think I said something, and then Michelle was laughing and said, I get it. See, maybe not to this extent, but so how I navigate, it's trying to be a bit more aware and stopping myself on maybe things that I'm saying or what I'm thinking at this stage for me. Does that make sense?
So you're stopping yourself, okay, and changing the way you think or speak.
Yeah. Because I know there is much more. Because
you're aware.
I'm aware, yeah. I am aware.
And
100%.
that is the bridge between 3D to 5D.
Yeah.
Okay, awareness.
Yeah.
Because only then you can actually make things, you can change things.
Yeah, definitely.
Around.
Yeah.
And over what that we are creatures of habits, right? And lots of things that we are carrying or how we operating is something where we inherited or we've learned in the past, especially in our childhood.
Sorry, and it's a nice way of just letting go of anything. Do you know that 3D a little bit? You're carrying what stuff? You're just kind of saying it.
100%.
So, yeah.
But again, if you want to change anything, I think this awareness is a step number 1, and then ownership is step number 2.
Yeah, definitely.
So letting go of whatever you've learned and carried and, let's say, claimed as yours can be changed. I think 5D reality allows you to make changes in your life, in yourself, because you understand that everything can be changed. Nothing is permanent. No,
nothing's permanent. Yeah, absolutely.
Neither, and this is what I mean. Beliefs about yourself.
Yeah, definitely. And I think this is where I think a lot of people watching it, definitely for myself, subconsciously was doing it. But then I'd go in and out of it. So I was just saying to the team, I'm going to go off on one now. I have this feeling back that I had a few years back in terms of what I want to create, what I want to be. But the clarity of it is much different than what it was then. And I think the tools that you have to make it, just reality are much more. You have much more broader, right? I've got broader. A few more tools in the toolbox. and I'm continually finding new ones and better ways of, for my own inner peace and those around me, isn't it?
So how you navigate between 3D and 5D?
How? Like the littlest hobo.
Right.
I don't know, Angg, is the answer. I just do.
You are aware.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah,
I'm aware, and I just be.
So that's your
my
way of
where I
navigating
am.
between.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Which is
I'm
brilliant.
aware. I'm aware, and that's where I am, and I'm learning, and I'll always be learning.
I need to also mention something.
But how do you do?
How do I do it? First of all, awareness is the number one for me.
Yeah.
Second, I don't know whether this is a method for navigation, although probably is, but something what helps me to shift from 3D to 5D is a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Laughing at myself, having distance to myself, so not taking myself too seriously. Because to be fair, I've got black belt, in doing that. I've practiced that for so many years, and I think this self-criticism and self-judgment have been something what was bringing me back to 3D reality,
limiting,
and holding me there,
limiting
for
beliefs.
much longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas, when I now recognize, for example, the familiar patterns, and I know that they are description of the old version of myself, when they are coming up to the surface, I just laugh. I just laugh and I was like, hello again, what are you doing here? And that really helps me to shift and look at everything what I've experienced, everything even what I thought I was, with more ease in my heart, So that 5D reality is something what I operate in most of the time. And I do love it. I do love practicing it, because it's not about only me being better towards myself, understanding myself, my existence, reason for being here, on much deeper level, but so many other people, that are in my life or were in my life. I appreciate them rather than judging them, So it's like everybody is important part of your journey here.
Yeah,
and definitely. I think you can only have this kind of conclusion when you operate in 5D. But then again, it's nice to go back to 3D, because sometimes there is a reason for being in 3D, being physical,
we're in this body for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you don't judge yourself for being there, then it's so much easier, to get back to 5D, to rebalance yourself.
As in, don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, that's about massive lesson, and being in 5D, through meditation, through self-acceptance, all of those things that we were talking about, before, and probably gonna talk more, sometime in the future. Those things allowed me to heal, move forward, to enjoy my life here, much more. And like I said, there is no, you can't, once you open that door, right? You can't close it, because you know too much.
Yeah.
And I really do cherish.
You're down
this
a rabbit
knowledge.
hole, coming out of the matrix, and I feel it's more, not always in 3D, but I best just thinking in my head that to sum that up would be 3D is a bit more of that scarcity mindset. Can be. And then with 5D, a lot more abundant. An abundant mindset.
I do think that we can have both in 3D as well as a 5D. Depends
on
3D, what sort of bringing up you had when you were a child. Let's say if you had, not let me finish. If you, for example, had parents who were a very loving couple, and they set really good example for you, and let's say they were wealthy and they were really great at what they were doing and they were loving what they were doing, you automatically have a bigger chances for good set of habits being engraved in you, or beliefs engraved in you. Okay, so your start is much easier, right? So therefore I'm saying that in 3D reality it's still possible to be fulfilled and happy, etc. And there are so many examples of that, right?
100%. Yes? Of course, yeah.
But I think
But the 5D
5D
is
allows
you
people,
kind of shed something
yeah,
off. You shed away the
yeah,
scarcity.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It
Yeah.
allows people to take ownership of their life
Yeah.
and change their life if they want to,
Yeah.
because they know they can. It's
Yeah.
just like upgrading the system in the computer.
And you got to want to. And
Well,
everyone
that's
says they want to,
yeah.
but they don't always want to.
Well, then that's why they say
Yeah.
actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
You know, because when someone will give you just lip service and
Yeah.
and that's the only thing you're experiencing from them, at some point you stop listening. And that's. Do you remember when we were talking about
Silence is key
ghosts?
sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, silence is key. And listen, fine, but yeah.
Do you remember when I said to you, I'd rather not to speak about what I'm creating?
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
reason for it, because when I talk about what I'm doing, I'm actually losing energy for talking, and I am not having energy for action. So I say to myself, zip it, shrimpy,
Mhm.
and I just don't,
Mhm.
because then I get really,
I think
really
that's
angry
really
with
important.
myself.
We might go off on one here, but I think it's really important to be mindful of what you are saying.
Mm.
Yeah, but sometimes it's nice to speak out loud. But
It is.
But I think sometimes that's quite obvious or when you are speaking out. Thoughts. But yeah, interesting.
Or unless, don't speak about things until you are so sure about it that nobody can talk you out of it. Because this is another example. Imagine this. You have a person who operates in 5D reality, or they are just learning how to be in 5D. It's a new concept for them. They love it. They are really excited about it. They love meditation. They love affirmation. But they are still like dancing cha-cha between 3D and 5D, and they don't really know how to navigate in between, okay? They just know when they are and when they are not. So when they are practicing, let's say they are trying to speak something into existence, they're working on the project, and they are starting to tap into their mind and spirit more, just to assist their idea in the creation process. When they speak to someone who has completely like 3D kind of mindset, they will project on that person their way of thinking and feeling, and because you're not so strongly rooted in your own belief, you might give into their energy, so you are actually gonna stop progressing and believing in your own dreams or whatever you're doing, right? Does that make sense?
Absolute sense. So even before knowing all this, I was very mindful of what I would switch off if someone was negative about maybe something I might have been doing. It could be an off the cuff comment. I would just shut down a little bit. But I'm just interested because again, I'm thinking about it's been a particularly stressful year, but that's okay. So, and I think it's relevant to say because there's been times I think, oh my god, what the hell is going to happen next? But more work in this, it becomes almost like a weight off. Does that make sense? And things I have been really manifesting over the last few months. They've been happening. So I think it's important to say that whatever you are, whatever you're going through, stuff, whatever, is it can be quite scary, but just crack on. Basically. And you will go in and out. That's all right.
Of course.
Don't worry about it. Like you said, you're aware. So
fear is actually based in 3D reality. Did you know?
Fear is the path to the dark side.
Yeah. Fear is something would stop us from moving forward. But if you're even
get my yoga.
Yoga.
I want to get my Yoda quoted.
Didn't work out, huh? That well. You can try again.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Oh, you lost me completely. Okay.
There's some Star Wars for that.
Oh, wow. You're a big fan of Star Wars.
I am, yeah. Anyway, we went off on one.
Yes. Actually, not too bad today. Yeah. So, okay.
I was going to sing at the beginning, and I didn't do it. Anyway,
get back to subject.
Makes sense now.
So, 3D and 5, right?
Yeah.
Fear. So, I think fear is one of the most common emotions we feel in the 3D reality.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And,
because it's
even when we don't think we do, we do.
Yeah.
And it is uncertainty. It's insecurity. It's shall I do it? Shall I start? Will I be overwhelmed? It's all these. They're just words.
Emotions.
They're emotions,
right?
Are they real?
If you listen to Mel Robbins, right? She's got this 5-second rule. And she says, be scared and do it anyway, right?
Yeah.
And this is very much jumping from 3D reality into 5D reality, knowing that universe has your back, and things will be, you will be provided. for whatever you're creating or wherever you're going, you are safe. But you have to have that belief, right? And that belief comes from 5D reality, whether you know it or not.
Well, mic drop.
I'm not gonna drop the mic. I'm not gonna drop the mic. So
yeah.
So my question, guys, if you find that interesting, how do you see? What is your vision of or opinion about 3D reality, 5D reality? Are you aware of operating between both? And if you do, share with us, how do you operate? How do you navigate between those two realities, 3D and 5D? I am very curious person.
Drop it in the comments.
And then drop the mic.
Then drop the mic.
So.
That's cool.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that's a good episode there. And there's loads of things you can get yourself involved in if you want to explore it some more. Definitely.
But I think curiosity, being easy about all this process.
See, do you know what? People used to say curiosity killed the cat. Stupid saying. Well, it depends what you're doing,
Yeah. But there's so many sayings, popular sayings that we keep practicing it, and we never actually question the meaning of it and what it does to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
What, like money does grow on trees?
Well, for some people it does.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
If we can speak things into reality, right? If we are creators and we can create consciously, right? On purpose. What if your tree is growing money?
It is,
right? And to be fair, if we are going to be this technical, practical, and whatnot, money, okay, is made out of paper, and paper is made out of wood, and wood is a tree.
No.
Now it's a plastic, obviously, in England, but you know what I mean.
Sorry, but it's a bronze coin.
So that was just like a silly comment, but this is just like
a
joke
actually,
we're having.
It is a joke, but it's energy at the end of the day, and that's what you're doing. Is. So, I think that's been a good episode.
Yeah.
And
something to ponder.
Something to ponder about. Something also to ponder about. Watch your space on some stuff.
Shush, I need to switch off the microphone right now.
Because I'll say something.
No.
Have you got these out? Are you doing these cards? Or is that for after?
Do you know what? I'm actually going to do one.
Do a card?
Yeah, do a card. So we have energy. As we're speaking about energy, we're just moving into 5D reality. So I'm going to use my energy oracle cards.
Yeah, if you listen on the podcast, the energy oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. Thank you.
That knocking is just me, just...
It's not knocking on my head.
Tapping into the energy of the cards with the intention. That's the card for the collective. So what do we need to know?
Oh, that one.
We already know. Okay.
41.
So that's 41. 7th chakra, Archangel Ariel. Okay. So what's the message from Archangel Ariel? This card is coming upwards. If you are curious what the card looks like, curious, that's a nice word.
A bit mirrored-y.
Okay, so it's a beautiful card actually.
More beautiful if we could find the page. Getting there.
I love what this picture actually represents. Look, for me it's like 7th chakra, as you can see.
Looks like your mate Gabby.
Gabby's my friend, by the way. Very lovely person inside and out. So, this is me laughing because accuracy of those cards sometimes are just like, they always blow my mind, and this is 5D reality we're talking about. Okay, so this card speaks about spirit connections, intuition, and inspiration. And when this card comes upright, it means that the beautiful angel Ariel, also called the Fire of God, wears a brilliant crystal crown, vibrating with passionate connection to the divine. This is 5D reality we're talking about, right? She brings great power to your 7th energy center, which is called the crown chakra and is located at the top of your head. This card upright indicates an open and free-flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings in the spirit world. This could also be a time of great intuition for your guidance from your higher awareness, so allow yourself to quiet your mind and listen. Now is a great time to get connected. 5D reality. This is me singing, right? I know, sorry. The assistance from spirit is great, and whether it's the presence of ascended master or powerful angel like Ariel, you know, yeah, Ariel, or just a loving friend or family member in spirit, their love and willingness to assist is always there. They even open you to Akashic records. That's something we're going to talk about at some point, because I know many of you don't know what Akashic records are, but just watch the space, okay? So let's go back to reading Akashic records.
Basically, you got to subscribe to the podcast. Suckers.
Which is the storehouse of all information.
Mm-hmm.
This connection is open now, and you will find that your own spirit and the spirits of those around you will be able to provide the answers you seek and the blessings you desire and deserve.
Mm-hmm. What's the affirmation?
Affirmation. My seventh chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. Love and inspiration from spirit and my own intuition flow fully to me now.
Sweet.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
And this is a 5D reality we're talking about. You know, tap into your spirit for all the assistance, inspiration, help. Happy, healthy, fulfilled,
Everything.
loving, wonderful
Joy.
life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. All
So,
right.
and on that note,
we're going to finish up, but I'm going to big up your TikTok channel. Go and check Angg out on TikTok, because I've done some great videos. Done this mad thing with,
and if you want to do a little bit of energy
flame,
yeah,
oh
well,
my god, that blew my mind. I was showing my boys, they're like, what? And then I went, what? And
so
they went, what?
this is great video for those who don't really believe in energy work. And again, 3D reality, we believe when we see, and because we can't see energy, it's hard to believe, you know, that energy can work for us, and we can work with energy for healing, you know, just manifestation, you name it. So I've done this exercise with candle because the flame of the candle responds to the energy that I am emanating, right?
Yeah.
And you can see the changes in the candle, and that helps you to see energy. So
you just gotta watch it. Go and watch it. Watch to the end.
Please comment, and again, the video
comment.
is 2 minutes long, so please stay right to the end, because I'm doing 2 runs just to show you it's not coincidence that the flame behaves the way it behaves, and right at the end you will see something magnificent. So please comment,
I sent it
like,
to
comment.
Sorry,
comment and like that video. I would really appreciate that, you know.
Yes, definitely. Yes. But share it. I sent it to a friend yesterday.
Okay.
For some healing light. Happy days. There we go. Ta-da!
Brilliant.
All right, now mic drop. All right, thank you everyone. We will see you same time. Oh, it's Bank Holiday Monday next week.
It is.
So it will be back. We'll get a pre-record out. Freaking awesome like that. You
will see another episode right on time. Whether it's live or it's pre-recorded, we're gonna be there.
Yeah. If not, we'll just leave a video running and it'd be the trees.
Oh, there we go.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you can into your 5D reality. Like, there we go.
Might do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, peace, love, always.
Have a great week.
I suppose I put my hand on your face. Sorry, Ange. That's not very nice, was it?